Were you hesitant to get into another like real romantic relationship? Because
Wasn't looking, but damn, man, like it just found me.
where did you meet her?
At a bar, watching the Super Bowl. I shouldn't have been there, and she shouldn't have been there.
Why shouldn't you have been there?
I wanted to watch the Patriots in my own apartment in Vancouver. Because
you love the Patriots.
Because at the time I did, and damn it, my fandom, I wasn't going to jinx their Super Bowl win because that really matters.
Right.
But a friend of mine was like, dude, I got a quiet place for us. Come out, food, drink, no problem. So we watched the game, and then the table sitting right across from us, this group of 5 people walked in, a couple guys, a couple girls, and man, I stopped watching the game. I didn't even know it was over.
What's your move? Do you go up?
I didn't have one. I was such a dick. I was so bad. Like here I am. Hell, this was, half a decade. I'm 40.
Right.
And I'm too scared to approach this girl.
So you see this beautiful woman sitting there. She's with her friends.
Yep. So I get up to leave, and one of her friends comes over and is like, can I get a picture? And finally, I got the nuts to be like, only if I can get that girl's number.
She went over and said, hey, John Cena wants to meet you or something.
So I got a picture with her, and then she brought my wife to be over. We have our first fan photo, which we hang proudly in where we hang our hats. It's awesome. We can see our
And you asked her out?
I asked her for her number.
Yeah.
And she gave me her number, and I didn't wait like the 2 days. I left the restaurant, and on my walk home, I was like, man, it was so nice to meet you. You're beautiful. I'd like to get to know you more. If you have any free time coming up, I'll make time for you. She's like, you want to go out this weekend? I said, sure.
You know what that is? That's a man who has no time for games. How many years did you know her before you popped the big question?
1 year, and I would have done it in 3 months.
Except it would have been weird, right? Like
might have been a little weird.
Yeah.
Yes.
And she knew right away, too.
I don't want to speak for her, but she didn't say no when I asked.
And how'd you do it? I'm curious.
So I had this whole plan. I was filming some of the end of the Suicide Squad in Panama, and then I was going to meet her in San Diego. And while I was in Panama, I'm calling these restaurants in San Diego to try to get Valentine's Day reservations.
It's impossible.
Impossible. And finally, one restaurant with an ocean view accommodates, and I'm like, I got something big planned. I just wanted, we've got the ocean and the sunset, and want to make sure there's flowers there, and it's going to be perfect. And I had to take the ring with me from Tampa to Panama, and I was very uneasy about that. And we had to stay a few days to shoot some extra stuff. And I'm like, guys, this is
uneasy because you were afraid to lose the ring.
Afraid I'd lose the ring.
Yeah.
It was something I needed. I can't do the proposal without the ring.
Yeah.
So we got bumped a few days, and I had to talk to the assistant directors and like, hey, is there any way I can kind of go home early? And they're like, why? And I pulled the ring out of my pocket. I'm like, because I'm trying to get married. And they were like, okay, great. They were awesome. They did backflips to get me out of there early. So I land the day before Valentine's Day, and my wife is there, and we're kind of just in the living room in the beginning of the day. And goddamn, did we have the most like open and vulnerable conversation. I'm like, you want to just have a cup of coffee outside? And it was beautiful. And I had the ring in my pocket because I was afraid I'd lose it in my bag by chance. I'm like, no, I'm gonna ask right now. I'm gonna ask her right now. So I blew all the special plans, and I just said, hey, there's no better moment, because there wasn't. It was so beautiful still, and we were both so
I get that.
Open, and it just happened right there. No special pomp and circumstance, just that, hey, I would love to spend the rest of my life with you.